morning, everyone. Hello, Lucia. Hello, agents, and welcome. And thank you for joining us today to this special webinar hosted by Net24 in collaboration with the Prague Film Institute. And my name is Jones. I'm your host today, and I'm very pleased to explore one of the most exciting and hands-on film school in Europe. And we are honored to be joined by Miss Lucia. She is the student advisor and head of admissions at Prague Film Institute, and she will guide us through the university's programs, share what makes approach to film and acting education really unique, and she can explain about the admissions process and the available opportunities for international students.
I would like great collaboration because I had experience meeting with a lot of agencies. Thanks to Net24, they are really helping us a lot. Maybe also I believe you as well. So thanks for this invitation to this webinar. So I'm Lucia Parpelova. I am head of admission in Prague Film Institute, also a school counselor here, and I would like to introduce you our school. I don't know if some agents know us, or if some are there that have been in contact with us, but if not, I will go through all the beginning. I will try to point out all those things that you cannot see on our webpage. And I consider that you should know. So I will start off introducing or showing you where we are placed. We are in Prague. So this is I'm trying to capture just on some pictures of Prague. It is, as you see, very old medieval city with beautiful landmarks and also modern Prague. If we can go next slide is really a stunning preserved medieval city, and it's known for its architecture, very rich and long cultural history, very also cosmopolitan atmosphere, and it's placed in a very center heart of Europe. So it's, when I asked, this slide was written by AI. When I asked AI to say something about Prague, this is what came out, and it's actually all 100% correct. So what is great for students about coming to Prague, that it has lower cost of living than most of the European cities and capitals. It's very easy to get to anywhere in Europe, in any city. It is, I think, 2 years it was ranked out as the 6th safest city in the world. Now it showed me among top 40, which is still very, very safe. There are almost 300 theaters here, so it's cinematography, art, and I would say acting and filmmaking, I will be talking about that, has a very long history in Prague and Czech Republic. And of course, we have a famous Czech beer that is known around the world, from Pilsen. So this is some highlights about why Prague and why Prague is unique. Now about why studying in Prague. First of all, the Czech oldest university is dated back to 1345, I believe. So it has a long educational, long-standing academic tradition. There are over 1,000 programs offered also in English. So there are a lot of international students coming to Prague. Also because this, I would say, supply of education from various areas is very, very large. And because of the demography, as I explained earlier, and all the safeness, makes Prague very, very demanding as a place to study. The tuition fees and living costs are very, very cheap compared to London, Berlin, Vienna, or Paris or other European countries. Also, there is a big advantage that many universities, unfortunately that would not be our case, are offering free studying programs if there is like a study in Czech and English. So this is also a big advantage. And as I mentioned, Prague is very, very safe to live, to stay as a city. Okay, and now I would like to now narrow why Prague, or not yet, sorry. So this is, yeah, just showing what is the cost of living in Prague. Usually I say to students, applicants that are asking me this question, that it's up to 1,000 euro per month. I try to give you here a split of also housing. Most of our students actually live in shared apartments as they found it most convenient. There are also very nice dormitories in Prague, private dormitories that are not so costly and they could go around, I would say, 600 euro per month. The groceries will go to 100 and 200 euros. So really, generally, the cost for a month, it's around up to 1,000 euro. Okay. And now I would like to talk why filmmaking, because we are a film school, one of the 3 film schools in Prague. We are the youngest one, but we are very unique in a way, and I will talk about that later. So why Prague and why filmmaking? Well, filmmaking in Prague dates back to 1895, when the second film in the world was filmed. The first film was shot in France, and the second was actually a year later in Prague. So the history is very long, very long. Many people, many staff or the area is very large, and there are many people working in this industry, and we are very skilled regarding the film production. And that's why also international Hollywood and Bollywood and Netflix is reaching to Prague, because they have found out that there is a good base for them to hire a crew. Because usually when the production, maybe if you are not from the background, comes to shoot a big Hollywood movie like Mission Impossible was shot here, or Casino Royale, James Bond was shot here, only 30% of the crew comes with the production, and 70% is hired in the local market. And Prague is known as a very skilled and very cheap local market to support the big productions. So that's why there are constantly a lot of shooting going on around Prague. Prague has a great architecture. So if somebody and some production want to shoot and want to simulate architecture from London or Paris, they can find the same architecture in Prague. So that is also why production come and shoot to Prague. And besides, it's not only Prague, but there are also many natural nice places like Narnia. I don't know if you know the movie, but that was shot also in a stone city. It's called a stone city, and that was also shot in Czech Republic. So Czech Republic has a really strong filmmaking history and very strong, I would say, background in the film production. So I try to give you some intro about our country, about Prague, and I now would move on to talk more about us, about our school, and maybe starting off with short video, just for you to get a sense of who we are. So, Jones, if I could ask you to play the video.
Where does a filmmaker belong? In a place where ideas are encouraged and stories are brought to life. With the help of your team, you take your story to the streets, for the shot, on location, or in the studio. Led by professionals, every individual can find their unique voice, with the freedom to experiment and to chase your inspiration. Learn something new, discover your passion, and join the film industry. In a city that excites you, a filmmaker belongs at Prague Film Institute.
Yes, this was, you could see our students, our school, our lecturers. So little bit about our history now. The next slide. Yes. So this is kind of our overview of our journey so fast. From the beginning, the key milestones that have shaped us. I would see the very major milestone was in 2014. But so basically the school started in 2014. In 2019, we became approved from Pearson Center, and we got a BTEC accreditation. I will talk about that later on. And in 2020, we began to have a first students and receiving and obtaining the BTEC Higher National Diploma. I did not talk about the previous years. I will talk about that now. So if we could go to next slide, please. This is Viktor Christoph. It is a co-founder, that is a founder and owner of the school. And actually, Viktor, in 1999, he established an institution for youth and for teenagers for extracurricular activities, including like filmmaking workshops. And later on, two years later, he started to have an idea to welcome to his sets, because he's a Czech film producer. He's been on the market for 30 years. He has accomplished over 80, I think now 85 films and documentaries and big screen movies. And as ever since he started to work with youth, he wanted to pass his skills and knowledge from sets and filmmaking to students. So in 2 years later, he began to work with students and wanted to be part of Erasmus. And I have actually copied down his favorite story that he makes, how the school was created, because I think this story really much explains why he created the school and where he saw the gap on the filmmaking market, in educational filmmaking market. So the story is about how he was bringing and having the students from Erasmus. He was having usually a filmmaking set lasts like 2 months or 3 months. And he invited some filmmaking students from bachelor degrees from different European universities to sets. And he discovered one thing, that they are really much equipped with knowledge, but they are not so much equipped with the experience, with the practicalities. They didn't know how to set up the light. They didn't know how to set up the camera. They were already in their second or third year of studies. And he discovered that they are missing the hands-on experience and the hands-on practical skills. So in that point, he was doing this for almost 8 years. And after 8 years, he thought it would be great if we create a school, a place where we can intensively, first of all, pass on the experience, the real experience from filmmaking, not only theory. Of course, without theory, you cannot do some practicalities, but he wanted to create a school where he can teach in smaller groups intensively through like dialogue and cooperation, how to become a like real filmmaker. So I wanted to share with you his story, and that was like a breaking point why the school has started. Our mission, if we could go to next slide, it's bridging our students' creative passion with the film industry. All of our students and applicants are different. Also, maybe you know that if I don't know how many students from creative field you approach you, but from my experience, these students are different from those that are approaching to management school or to law schools on different schools. They are very much creative, passionate, less rational. They believe what they are looking for is something where their dream can come true. So they are very much dedicated to what they believe, and sometimes they are not like overthinking on the rational aspects of it's not just becoming a filmmaker, but it's also knowing who to contact, how to get a job, also knowing how I should present myself as a filmmaker, what I need as a filmmaker, not only creatively doing what I like, but it's also like thinking behind the corner. So our strength is actually linking our applicants, bridging them with the industry, not only giving them the hands-on experience. I would say, frankly, 90% or even 98% of filmmaking schools in Europe are promising the same, the hands-on. This is a field that should be done in hands-on and in practical way of teaching. But it's turning out that we are really unique, and students, applicants, alumni appreciate that we are managing to bridge them with the industry. And I will talk about that later, how we are accomplishing this. So this is our mission that we want to stick to. Yes, okay. So now talking about key benefits and pillars that we stand on, that means what are the areas that we believe that we can deliver our mission. First of all, we believe the first strength is Victor, is that the school is actually owned by a filmmaker. No other school in Czech Republic is owned by somebody from the field who could absolutely know what is needed and what kind of positions are needed and how people should get a job when entering to this very, I would say, demanding of area. Then I will talk about our learning, how we teach our students, how we have helped them with their career, and also how we try to support them further. So the first one is also accreditation. I think I did not mention it in the pillars in the previous slide, but sorry. But I mentioned it. We are accredited by Pearson Institute, which is the world's leading company that offers globally recognized qualification. I'm sure that most of you agents are aware of Pearson. BTech Higher Nationals are internationally recognized, and we teach level 4 and 5 that are equivalent to the first and second year of university degree. I will explain more about our programs later, but we do offer 1 and 2 year programs that are equivalent to this 4th and 5th year of BTech BTech higher national certificate and higher national degree. Almost 300 universities in the world. I would say top 100 universities are among these 300 accept admit students to NHD programs from BTech. So we are pleased to have this accreditation. The next pillar are, as I was mentioning, hands-on learning. Students, our programs are very much very much stand on practical way of teaching. We don't get so much people sitting in classrooms behind the desk taking notes. They shoot a lot. They do a lot of assignments. Through one semester, each student goes through 12 to 14 different practical assignments, and each of them shoots their own project at the end of semester. So each one of them have a lot of chance to build their portfolio, which is absolutely crucial for the filmmaker to enter the business and to do this for a living, to have their own portfolio. So we are very keen on helping our students to build the portfolio, and we are actually quite demanding on this. What is our uniqueness is that we guarantee internships, as this is also that no other film school does this. Thanks to Victor, we have a lot of connections to many currently or at the moment shooting productions. The productions usually contact us that they have some open jobs and open positions on set, and we send to every student at least 1 or 2 times. It's actually much more, but we guarantee that we send them open call for internship positions. The internships could be long-term, short-term. It could be shooting a commercial, making an interview, being part of a great documentary, or going to a big screen set and working there for 2 to 3 weeks. These are all possibilities. It's depending on the student, how they are skilled and how they are motivated to attend these internships. But we are very much emphasizing this on, because we believe that on internships, they are not sharpening only their skills, but they are getting contacts, and this is absolutely crucial for them to start networking. We also, which is important, do not employ academic teachers, because we, as I said, believe that we want to pass updated experience from real world. So all of our teachers are actually filmmakers having their own projects. And so they are actually really passing very high professional skills and their experience. Yes, and next one. Students, this is actually on the right-hand side, just for your information, pictures from a pitching. We encourage students to present their projects, their finals. We usually pick from this final between 5 and 8 projects that we give grants for, and we support them financially to shoot them. So in this way, they can enlarge and they can build their own portfolio. So these are like official pitching, which is actually done also on in real life when a producer is looking for filmmakers. The filmmakers actually pitch their ideas, pitch their script, and so our students are going through the same process. So they know how the real life will look like. Yes, this I already mentioned, that we give grants to their final films. And we also, after they complete the school, we select films, or we have a film festival consultant who sees some highly I would say, high quality projects, and we support these projects that were very nicely shot by giving them a consultancy how they should be worked and how they should be cut. So they have a greater chance to succeed on film festivals, because one of the reasons and their ambitions of each filmmaking student is to succeed on a film festival, because once they are shortlisted in a famous festival, they will be like more possible to like break through the career and business of filmmaking. Also, this is our uniqueness. Most of the film schools in Europe charge, besides tuition, also they have a rental fee. We believe that this is craft that cannot be done without equipment. So we would feel actually quite silly to ask and charge for extra cost for equipment. So this is our advantage, that all equipment could be rent by student for free without charge during their studies. So not only for the school projects, but if they have their own projects during the studies, they can use our equipment. Okay, the next slide. Yes, and now, so this was kind of like intro about the school, and I don't know if there are questions or so far, no? Okay, so I should carry on then about our program. So I would divide our program offer into long-term, like year and 2-year programs, and then to short-term. So this long-term program, filmmaking, we have 3. One is 1 year BTech level 4 program in filmmaking, and it could be either 1 year for beginner or 1 year for advanced, meaning that somebody who is beginner studies with us 1 year, or somebody who is already advanced working in a business, they can enter and come to study just for the 1 year advanced program. Both of them, either beginner or advanced applicant, can choose from 6 specializations: cinematography, production, script writing, editing, directing, post-production, and documentary. The second program is a 2-year BTech bachelor transfer program, meaning that the student studies with us both years. First year beginning, following to advanced year, and then the 3rd year could be studied in our partner school in London, Middlesex School, a filmmaking school, or with, as I explained earlier, it's possible, like with these 2 years of BTech diploma, they can go and study to any other film schools in Europe, because they usually get accepted, or usually I would say always, without any other examination. So some students went to Barcelona, to Berlin. One student went to Florence, where it's also a filmmaking school. So this is a second kind of program, and the 3rd one is shorter, and it's 1 semester, 5-month program. We still consider it as a long-term program, even if it's like 5 months, because they get to choose also a specialization, and also they film their own movie. As I mentioned, that at the end of each semester, students get the chance to shoot their own movie. So these are intensive full-time programs for filmmaking. Then we have, next slide, please. Yeah. Then we have equivalent, the same type of programs for acting. So again, 1 year we teach film acting, not theater acting. The first is advanced or beginner 1-year acting program. Then there is again, second option of having transfer bachelor acting program, meaning first year beginner, second year advanced year in acting. And again, in Middlesex University offers also acting program, but they offer acting in theater. So we have quite a unique combination that in 2 years, a student can study film acting, and then the third year they can carry on and study theater acting in London. And also again, semester acting program in that's also a possibility. So these are like accredited full-time programs. Then we offer short courses, couple of short courses. We can go to next slide, please. I divided it on the right and left-hand side. Short courses in filmmaking, we offer 3. We have 12 weeks general filmmaking, which is a part-time evening and weekend course. Then we have 8-week intensive cinematography course, which is full-time, it's every day. It's actually also including weekends because there is a lot of shooting going on. Usually this program is during summer as like a summer intensive program. And we do offer 2 times a year, 1 month video content creation, which is intensive 1 month video producing, or actually it is like a squeeze program where applicant and student can learn from beginning to end how to create a video. So from a script to directing through shooting and cutting the video. So this is like one month. And then we have acting courses, short courses, 8-week intensive full-time course. Then we have part-time, 10 weeks part-time evening course. This takes place evenings during the weekdays and weekends. And sorry, that's a mistake. 1 month video content should not be there. It should be part of filmmaking. So next slide. So this is about our programs. Regarding admission, all the entry requirements, apart from that are listed in the blue color, are common for all courses and all programs. Those that are listed, that are mentioned in a blue color, that those are different for the specific programs that I'm mentioning. So the age 15 years is applicable just for the short courses, to 8-week cinematography and acting course, and also outline of an essay. It's only a requirement for the 2-year transfer bachelor program. And video interviews are also for the longer term programs. Everything listed in black, it's common for all courses. This is as for admission requirements. We can go to next slide. How to apply, it's quite easy. Everything is through online. It could be also, it also will be online if it will be done through your agency. The applicant should upload also all attachments online. Then we usually get back within 2 to 3 days. Even we are mentioning like 6 days. We are trying to be very fast, because I know I learned also in conference in Athens that some agents were saying that schools need to be super fast now, so we're trying to be super fast. And then we, after these 2 and 3 days, I try to set up interview immediately if it's applicable. And then we send the acceptance email, sending the contract. After signing the contract, there are usually 3 weeks to pay the deposit for the program. After paying the deposit, we issue the enrollment letter, which is necessary for the visa, and then we start the visa process. The next slide is, I think, to visa. No, okay. So this is like a screenshot from our web, because I usually refer all applicants when they have questions on starting dates of program, application deadlines, and prices to this page. So this is just for you to view where we are in terms of money. So these are the bachelor transfer program costs around 17,000, 18,000 euro. 1 year filmmaking program is 19,000. 1 year acting program is around 18,000. So we are around between 18 to 19,000 per year for the accredited programs. The semester course is 13,000 euro. We are still enrolling students from EU, because they would not have an issue enrolling in September. So we are still having a free places for long-term programs from September. So that would be, if you will have any applicants or somebody interested in filmmaking, I would be happy to help and happy to, cooperate with you. The next slide is our fees for the short courses. They are starting from around 2,000 euro to 4,000 euro. 4,000 euro is the 3 months filmmaking course, and then we have 1,000 euro, which is 1,000 is the cheapest course for one month acting, a 1 month acting course, and 2,000 euro for the 1 month intensive content creation course. So I will be sending everything on request. I can be sending you this afterwards. Yes, we are helping with visa. We are helping with both type of visa, short-term and long-term visa. We are having a great agencies also for markets that we experience. We've been having trouble regarding the migration policy, as you know, is changing, and Ministry of Interior is unfortunately getting more strict and strict with some regions, but also with regions as India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. We have a very skilled agent who actually has very high success rate of getting our applicants here. Usually we have an early bird discount starting in October. So this is just to mention that we do have early birds until January. Yeah, so this is, I would say, all for regarding our programs and kind of, the processes and technicalities. We can maybe now go to the last section. Next one, just showing you some, this is, as I mentioned, about international productions shooting in Prague. These are just a few of many, I would say hundreds of films that were actually shot. Half of these films were actually shot 200 meters from our school. The school is centered and placed in very heart of historical city of Prague. So there is a lot of shooting going on around us often. Yes, so the next slide. These are, I would like to share with you some trailers of student movies that were completed recently. You can play.
I'm going to look for some more rocks. What if each crack on the rock is a code for hidden rock treasures? Look at a rock I found outside. And I have so many more. They all are so different from each other. You want to see?
Sit down, Felix. Don't put that dirty rock on the table. You haven't even touched your soup.
Felix?
realize how worried I was? This obsession with rags is driving me crazy. Do you really think that these rags are gonna be useful when you grow up?
This actually movie was from Paula. I think she was from Latvia, and it got shortlisted on 2 international famous festivals, making festivals, and one was dedicated just to youth and child movies. So we are very proud. Then there is a second one, and the last one we can play. The next slide, if there is, it's possible. Next one, there is no next one. Yes.
Dobrou chuť.
Děkuji. Počka. Máš hlad?
A jak bylo to dál?
To je můj noteř. Tvůj noteř. Vytřel jsem si s ním prdel. Je v něm celý můj život. Ty hnusná smažko.
Neublížuj mi.
Promiň.
Já jsem ti neměl pouštět ty akčňáky.
Ty filmy mi zachránily život. Počkej na konec. Všechno dobře dopadne. Nemáš kousek chleba pro Peťu?
Kudaj. Máni. Miluji vás.
Hledal jsem vás celou věčnost. Zjevovala jste se mi v záblescích, až jsem vás konečně spatřil.
Ano, představuji si a píšu film, který jednoho dne natočím.
Mama always say, life is like a box of chocolate.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell.
Yes, and this got prize, this Fatima's film. So there are some more on our web. So this is just for you to see the quality and what is like the outcome after 1 year of studying with us. Okay, the next slide, I think that would be our few last slides, pictures of our school. This is our school middle picture that's from outside, really historical building. Our building is dated back to 14th century. Our cinema screening rooms have actually paintings from 14th century. We could not overpaint. We had to leave it there. Okay, the next slide. There are some more pictures of on the left hand side is the wall I'm mentioning, and these are our classrooms. Our school is smaller. As I mentioned, I'm not sure if I mentioned, the classes are up to 15 students. We open up to 3 classes every enrollment. So we want to stay smaller. We want to have intensive programs and want to have like individual approach to each student. So that's why our classes are between 12 to 15 students only. And I think these are one of the few slides, I guess. And if there are some more, yeah, no, okay, that's all. So thank you so much for listening.
It's from Kemal. So hi, Lucia, this is a lovely presentation. Thank you. Do you organize fam trips for agencies? That way agency partners can better understand the PFIA, Prague Film Institute, experience the atmosphere, and even create videos or other content to promote it effectively. Okay, and he gave us like one example of the link. Looking forward to your reply.
We do have a workshop for agents, a creative workshop, a 2-day workshop. And he shared probably the movie that they shot at the end of the workshop. The agents were actually filmmakers for a few hours. So we were going through the film-making process to pass to agents the way we teach, the way we work with our students in an intensive 3-4 hour workshop. And as an outcome, there is a short scene that we shot. So Kemal thank you, sending this. And yes, we do this. And I assume you enjoyed it. So. All agents, yes? Another agents, zombies.
We are safe now, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh gosh. Let's go.
Wow.
Well done. It was so great. All participants and actors were amazing, really. Yes, so we were shooting this scene from a horror movie, and everything was done by our Asian partners, like sound and cinematography and directing and acting. So it was a great job.
In case you are interested, agencies, you see how the agents came to Prague Film Institute and they filmed their own movie. They became their own main character. So your students can be the same. And I believe that they would have the greatest experience ever when it comes to Prague Film Institute, because you can see that they were built and owned, as you said, by a filmmaker. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're teaching, and yeah, what they're heading to is a professional film career. So thank you, Lucia, for your great presentation today. It was very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, and I hope that you will have more international students who will have the opportunity to have the great experience in Prague.
Thank you so much. Thanks again for inviting me. Thanks all of you for listening me. I would make my honor to work with all of you, and I'm looking forward to another conference with Net 2024. They are amazing. Jones, thank you for your support always. Very helpful, very kind. So I appreciate, and have a nice day, all of you. Nice rest of the week.
Thank you.